And welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, August 22nd. Sorry, we're a couple minutes late here. We arrived this morning to the live stream asking for us to reconfirm and do a bunch of stuff with all of our Facebook profiles. So, come here, Pops. Poppy has been an absolute terror in whatever new phase she's in. She's encouraging us to give her away. Are you coming?
She's been naughty. Should we give away like a tape dispenser and a USB?
You give away whatever you want. So we're talking about what we're going to give away because, you know, life has been somewhat distracting the last couple of weeks. Update on service. We remain 2 weeks out. Let's not have Poppy eating Jeannie's food. We remain 2 weeks out on sewing service. I'm telling folks, you know, a handful of days out on vacuum service. We've had folks reach out about upgrades. All necessary upgrades have been ordered. 10 Stellaire upgrades shipped last week, and I'll have an additional 10 that ship sometime this week. I have no idea on other upgrades exactly when they're going to ship. They've just been ordered. So we'll provide those updates as stuff arrives. Printers. I just moved it over here because Poppy was trying to eat it. And let's either put her in the crate or grab her because she is into everything right now.
I read last night that a dog's adolescent stage lasts from
Poppy.
8 months to 2 years. So that's what we have right now.
Poppy.
It says
Come on.
they like to bark a lot. That's Poppy. They like to chew a lot. That's Poppy. It's like a doggy stuffed animal graveyard at our house. Just entrails, stuffing entrails everywhere, and just carnage. But it's like giving a kid an iPad. Sometimes I just give it to her. I'm
ready
weak.
to give the kid with the iPad away
I
these
just
days.
She's so cute though, so we'll never do that. And like she's I found her on the patio table. She likes to get up high. She's like a goat. So just super naughty.
No. Yeah.
Super naughty,
not.
but super.
Not.
We hug a lot, and she keeps me company. What kind of dog is she? Rebecca asks. Come here, baby. Come here.
She is a Tasmanian devil.
Come here.
Also known as a fur bullet.
Because sometimes she's like a
Sometimes she
projectile.
literally runs as fat. Come on. How come we can't keep you off of us until... Come on.
Okay, this
She is an Australian Shepherd.
This is my baby. And Momo's my baby too, but he's at school today, and so we only have her today.
He's at school 4 days a week now.
Oh yes. And then, but she'll be coming with us because she hasn't been spayed yet, so she can't go to daycare yet. Can you believe we send our dogs to daycare? Would you ever have thought? Remember in like the 70s where they just like ran wild and attacked people? And,
So I went
and
for...
that was just the norm.
I was riding on... will you pick that phone up off the floor? And
That's
I don't
where it
know
charges.
whose idea that is.
That's mine.
That's a
I
bad
can't reach.
idea. don't work.
Did we ever talk to Christy Gray?
Yeah, she was on
But did she ever
Friday's
call the store?
live stream. I don't know. Maybe we need
Christy,
to
this
look
is
and
here
see.
waiting for
yeah,
you.
maybe we need to look and see
So
if she is somebody we've done business with before.
no, we already looked.
So
You know what? I've given up on the dog bed. Momo had actually chewed a hole in their dog bed, and Poppy puts her snout in there, and rips out all the stuffing.
the stuffing
we
ripping
grab
is
it,
like her favorite
and we
thing
put it
ever.
back in. And then I was like, forget it.
I just literally
throw it away
all
now.
away.
Yeah, I just throw it all away now. But that is her favorite. So I gave her like this little stuffy. She likes like little ones, and I watched her like rip at it until she started a little hole, and then she pulled out all the stuffing, got the squeaker, and it just made a big mess. And then that was it. And then I cleaned it up, but that gave me like 15 minutes.
That's the difference between
15
Jeannie and me.
minutes.
Jeannie's like, she'll look, see it happening, and just be like, whatever. That buys me 15 minutes. I look and go, we're just teaching her how to destroy stuff.
No, that's not true.
That's totally true.
She can destroy her own toys. She can do as she sees fit with those, but what are you going to do? And it gives me 15 minutes of peace and quiet. Yesterday, they had a snuffle mat. They had their lick mats. They had
I had to go to Sacramento.
they had stuffies. They had a little bit of everything.
So let's talk about the fact that I went to Sacramento yesterday to pick up. So we talked a lot about the fact that that there were no more XE1s or XJ1s left. And of course, the day I mentioned that, I got a bunch of phone calls from folks going, I think I need an XJ1 or an XE1. So a dealer buddy of mine had a couple of spares, and so I got them from him. So the XJ1 is purchased, but that means I have one XE1. Now, the closeout on the XE1 was basically $6,000. It was $59.99.99, but I'll do it for $49.99.99. So like after the upgrade, because if you were to do it, I'd do it upgraded. I just need to get rid of it. So I'll do it for $4,500 plus shipping if you're out of town. So it's a crazy deal.
$4,500 upgraded.
I may not have the upgrade for a couple of weeks, but because you're buying a machine, I'll give you another $50 off the upgrade.
Ship.
And we can ship anywhere. So if there's anybody that's watching
anywhere in the country.
So if you're in the market for a beautiful flatbed embroidery machine, this is top of the line with the upgrade. The upgrade includes the hoop, and that is a crazy sick deal. So if you need one, call the store 775-852-2323. And I can make that happen for you. That said, I will also have a Brother Dream machine. So that would save you a couple thousand over that.
And I don't think it had it was like what? 45,
it was 4.5 million stitches.
Yep.
So it's a low mileage upgraded Dream machine that should be in my possession the first couple of days of this week. That would be fully serviced, gone through, etc. So that would be a great option for somebody that's not quite willing to spend
or unable, like it's not just
or unable
willing.
To spend, 4,500 on something like an XE1 with an upgrade.
Or if you need an extra machine, sometimes people need an extra machine. Do you offer a scan and cut 2 class also?
Are you asking if we offer classes beyond get to know your scan and cut? That answer is yes. They're like project-based classes for the scan and cut. Most of those classes require completion of get to know your scan and cut. Because basically we try to ensure that we don't have people that don't know where their buttons are, basically, is the easiest way to say that. So yes, we do have project-based classes. I think we try to do get to know your scan and cut once a month or so. But those project-based classes are, as fast as Michelle can come up with them. And Michelle, have you redone a bunch of the scan and cut classes?
Yeah, the rhinestone ones, I redid that one about 2 or 3 times.
I'm okay.
They recycle, for the ones that
Gotcha.
are now getting it, and the project is going to be changed. The actual class contents might be the same, but the project itself will change.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Michelle's done some incredible classes with canvas, with cutting vinyls, with the rotary cutter, with the roll feeder, with the rhinestone. So there's been a lot of amazing classes, and like once a month or every other month you'll see those. So yeah, some really good things. Another week. I know, where does the time go? The Kimberbell Velveteen says to pre-wash and pre-dry for a tea towel. Would you recommend doing that? I have never even read those instructions. I did not know that. Thank you, Susan. For a tea towel, I always say wash it all or don't wash any of it. However, I wonder if the red would bleed. So the red might be one that I might pre-wash, but I would pre-wash my towel and pre-dry my towel. I'm just like, wash it all now or wash it all later is kind of how I operate.
You don't worry about shrinkage after embroidery that much?
I guess if you want to be on the safe side, wash it all, dry it all, then stitch it. But I'm lazy. So I just keep my fingers crossed that everything will shrink the same amount, and I either wash it all or don't wash any of it. And I know lots of people have different ideologies about that. And like, if I was doing it the right way, I'd probably, maybe wash it all and just make sure everything shrank before we used it.
Yes, Marlene, you are correct. Not all DX scan and cuts work wirelessly. I think at this point, does the 325 have my connection, Michelle?
I believe that it is between the Luminaire and the 330. I do not believe that, but I can look that up because I don't know for sure. This is the first time I've got that question.
So,
I think it's the 330.
The 330, and it's funny because when people call to talk to me about the scan and cuts,
It's still wireless.
it's just not the push button my connection. Yeah. So the 330 DX, so to answer that question, all of the wireless models are wireless. The my connection, the push button connection between the machine, Michelle was just saying she thinks it's just the 330.
Well, it says the XPX 325
Yeah, I thought that was a recent update. So the SDX 325 and the SDX 330 are the two that will now connect via my connection. The lower models, the 85, the 125, the 225, the 230 will not. So yes, so Gene is saying the 325 works. So yeah, we did confirm that. We use the 330 for everything in the class, and there was a day when it was only the 330. So I think the most recent updates brought the 325 into the fray. And there was a period of time not that long ago when it was just the Luminaire, the XP machines, not the XJ or XE machines. And that changed recently as well. So I have had folks ask if I expect to see the 225, the 230, that kind of stuff. And quite frankly, I would not hold my breath on that. Oh, and it looks like the BP 3600 has been brought into that fray as well. But I would not expect to see the 200 series machines. People always ask me why, and I go, it's because we're in a 300 world. That they basically have kind of a limited focus on where they work. And given that those are the current series of machines, that's going to be where you see that, connection there. So we have the giveaway to do. Have you chosen a giveaway?
I thought we would give away, do you want to give something away from the box?
I mean, yeah.
Like, maybe we could give away, I want to give away, like, even something like the SOAS could use as well. But
so tell me what I'm grabbing here.
Or should we just do, give away, one of these and one of these?
Just do one of those and one of those.
Should we do two separate people?
No, just
one person. One person.
And I can't even remember. I don't think I had a question.
We didn't.
Were you here for the live stream on Friday? I don't even remember.
Have low expectations for A1 vacuum and sewing. And just expect them to be even lower.
Let's actually talk expectations right now. So, Jeannie got through her treatment last week.
I did my first treatment. I survived.
So, and you did better than survive. I think you actually said something to me yesterday about, like, if this is what this stage is, then I got this.
I can do it. I can do it.
The reality is she can do all of it.
I was scared about the chemo needle, and it wasn't bad because Alfina prepared me, and I had my little lidocaine. But I worked on Friday and Saturday. By Saturday night, I went home and
you should be masking today too.
Oh shoot! Oh,
you're fine now, but did you even bring masks?
I didn't even bring them, but don't you have some here?
I think I have some here.
So Saturday night and Sunday, I kind of just slept.
So this is what we're learning. So Jeannie will not be in the stores on Thursdays. So
because I was
treatment
gonna come
day.
back. I was like, I think I can work.
She's like, I'm coming in. I feel fine. And I'm like, no, go home. And then I talked to her after she got home, and she was like, I'm like, you sound like you can barely even finish a sentence, so you need to stay at home. And so she slept. So yes, Thursdays, Jeannie will be out of the office.
I'll be out of the office. I think I'll be here on Fridays and Saturdays. And then don't expect to hear from me on Saturday night and Sunday. I woke up Monday and I felt really good. I woke up Monday and I was like, oh, I feel like kind of like myself again. And Patrick let me come in. He let me come into the store for 2 hours. He limited me, but he came in with me, so he came in a little
That's
bit
the only way I
yesterday.
can keep her from working herself quite literally into the ground is I'm like, you get 2 hours and we
So we worked really hard to get out some packages yesterday, and we're gonna work really hard today. I was like, while we were doing this, I was printing out all the slips because we did get in. If you didn't hear this, we got in USB cases, we got in tape dispensers, and we got in the jar toppers. Just so you know the schedule, I think I've let you know that. Cinch bags will be here first week of September. And
Rebecca says, I've come to expect the unexpected with you guys. Love it.
Oh man, yeah, but also have low expectations.
But this is said like in all seriousness, like we're pretty hard on ourselves as far as like turnaround, how quickly things get out. So and just so you know, so like over the last couple of months, and what really kind of kills us with this is pre-orders, because like we'll get like 100 pre-orders for something, and then those orders sit for like they'll sit for a month or a month and a half before we actually ship out those pre-orders, so they really skew our numbers.
What do you mean they sit?
Pre-orders, like they'll order a month and a half.
Sit. So we don't fill them.
Semantics. They know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know.
So
we don't have them once we get them.
English is Jeannie's second language. She doesn't understand sometimes.
Stop.
But I looked last night and our average ship time is just over 3 days. It's like 3.5 days. Which, because of the amount of pre-orders we do, this started happening last year, like as pre-orders like became a bigger and bigger part of what we're shipping. Like our daily, like how fast it takes us to ship stuff, those numbers got really skewed. The reality is they're really good. And I don't know until like a lot of customers started saying stuff to me, like I'm calling a customer.
They're not good. Stop.
But
Just
like,
stop.
No. So we're doing the best we can.
Yes.
And we're without the shop kids till like Thursday or Friday. This week. And then they're back because they're in the middle of orientation.
So Patrick and I have been your shipping department.
Hello. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing shipping department. We're actually the fastest shipping department. It's pretty amazing what we can get done in a couple hours.
Yeah, sometimes Patrick and I are like, we high five. Because we'll come in for 2 hours and we'll like bust it out. And if it's packed by me, it's the prettiest. I make it the prettiest.
So Claudette, nobody's ever asked me that question. I'm sure that the storage tables from Unique would work. And can I just show you?
Do you have something incredible to show us?
You know what? I'm going to show
Patrick's
it.
doing that, let's talk
I'm
about
going to show it tomorrow.
Let's talk about some scheduling stuff. So this week, tomorrow is a Luminaire Solaris Upgrade 3 class. If you have Upgrade 3 and you don't know what to do with it, you need to, that looks beautiful. You need to, and I didn't even know about black was an option. You need to sign up for this class. And there really is, I don't think there's that much prep. So go ahead, get online. If you do not get I'm going to be looking today for that to get you signed up and in that class. The Upgrade 3 class is an all-day class. 1, 2, 3. We usually like to have at least, we're going to confirm with these people because since it's all day, we need to have at least 4 people to teach that class, which is exactly what we have right now. But get signed up for it. You'll love it. You'll do everything from the couching to the edge to edge. Michelle will walk you through that and give you lots of tips and tricks about how to make it perfect and how to work with those little registration marks. You'll work on the elongation stitch. You will, and you'll have a whole overview of the entire upgrade. So it's a fantastic class. You can go online and sign up for that class. Tomorrow is our dime event. It's the Quilt As You Go. No. I'm sorry. I'm off a day. Okay. Today is Tuesday.
Low expectations, ladies. Low expectations.
Thursday, dime event. 2 days from now.
Hey, would you mind unlocking?
And that's going to be Quilt As You Go. And you go onto our site and you have to register through the dime link. There's a link there that you register. Don't just add it to your cart and check out on our site, because that will not get you the link. But that's going to be at 1 o'clock our time. We're Pacific Standard Time. So just do your time accordingly. And you'll get a reminder for that. And if you can't make it, I think it's available for like 24 hours. And then there'll be a code usually, or they'll have certain items that pertain to that event that they'll have a discount on. On Friday, we have a Solaris Upgrade 1 class. We haven't done that in a while. That's auto split quilt sashing. So if you've never done, I'm going to go show them a sample. Let me go grab it.
I need to kind of, if we're doing the giveaway, I need to do it now so I can get to work.
Okay.
So, somebody asked, will the printers ship now? So we have shipped all the printers we had in store. 5 additional printers shipped on Friday. Quite frankly, I don't know where they're coming from, meaning there are a couple of different warehouses. If they're coming from California, I also don't know what, if anything, the weather over the last couple of days has, because there's a Southern California warehouse, which, like, I don't know if trucks were picking stuff up on Friday and Saturday with the weather. And then additional printers will ship out this week. So if you
What about
order...
Altair upgrades?
Those are coming too. I don't have a date, so I talked about that earlier in the live stream. So the it's going to you, Marlene. The if you were to order the printer today, I would expect to ship it to you, and I mean, this is just being realistic, probably sometime next week. We are actually also actively working on the demo for the printer, etc. So keep in mind, if you do buy the printer from us here, you'll get that get to know your printer class, which we're also actively working on as well. So the printer's pretty cool, Miss Lombardi. The printer's pretty cool. We've been waiting. I actually bought a I need you to move.
I need you to move. I was here first.
No, you really weren't.
Do you like our mature conversations that we have? Yep, that's how
Jeannie's favorite comeback is, no, you are.
Yeah, that is because he doesn't have much to say to that.
So, yeah, go, like, Sandra, if you order today, like, with the shipments that are happening right now, you'd be part of those shipments. And I'm actually doing another order this afternoon just to carry us into the, are there updates, upgrades for these machines, much like the embroidery machines? So, Lynn, we ran an update on your machine last Friday. So the answer to that is yes, there are updates. Upgrades are like new blades, stuff like that. Those do happen, but you've got the 330, which was essentially fully upgraded. There's not much that you have to update. So not a stupid question. There are no such thing. But yeah, they're updates that are free. They come directly from Brother. The machine will notify you as long as you're connected to your internet when those updates are available. Upgrades will often involve new materials, new blades, etc. So last but not least, let's
Hey,
do.
so there are some people where I have into 2 shipments. So, send me a note if you're okay for me to split your shipment and you're okay with paying for 2 different shipments. Send me a note and say yes, split it. And a lot of times I'll send you a note too because I just want to make sure and I don't want to blindside you. But I have like people that ordered jar toppers that design came in. But you also have nativity. So do you want me to split it? You want me to just send it all together? And
I
I've
think
kind
you're
of been
asking for a deluge of emails. I think the realistic thing.
No, put it in your notes when you check out.
And here's the other thing. There's a lot going on in our lives, and there will be less split shipping. There will be less combined shipping. And she doesn't like this, but this is going to be what I tell you guys. Like, business has grown. Business is good. Everything's great at 8-1. Everything's so far so good in our personal lives. However, for us to maintain, grow, scale, we need more cooks in the kitchen. And it is impossible when she's the primary cook in the kitchen to get certain things done. And given that she's the one that we're going to be expecting to work less over the next 6 months, we're going to temper expectations for combined and split shipping. Sometimes it's just easier to take your package and ship it. We will always refund the balance if there is more shipping than necessary, like almost everything I shipped last night.
But sometimes we miss stuff. We do miss stuff.
Sometimes we miss stuff. Nobody's perfect. We'll always look back and see. So if you feel like you massively overpaid for shipping and you didn't get something, that's that. But the reality is the expectation should be that will happen less, not more. And the reality is, as the business scales, like I was looking at last night's orders that we're filling, and you're talking about orders that are a couple of days apart, and there are 100 orders between them. It's impossible for us to combine and split shipping on all of them. It just doesn't scale that way. So like in areas where we can do it, we will. When it's simple and we see it, we will handle it. But as we get deeper into this year, that'll be happening less and less. We're just going to have to.
I'm going to try and keep doing it. But some days when I'm not here, if I'm not here and then the boys are just doing it, then the boys will just do the orders.
So and it's not just the boys. But you can
always do something, put stuff in your notes. Like, put stuff in your notes, and if we can accommodate, we're always going to accommodate.
All right, let's do the giveaway so I can get to work because people are starting to show up. So, one winner.
I didn't even finish going over the calendar.
You can go over the calendar as late as you want. Okay. I have to get to work here. This is just going to be a random
pick.
And
what we're giving away is, and everyone can use this, right? Because this is a little USB holder. And look how cute it is. Oh, can they even see it?
So Crazy So Be. Do we know who So Crazy So Be is?
So Crazy So Be. You be so crazy. You are the winner. But
do we know who that is?
I have no idea who So Crazy So Be is. But I'm going to write that on here and we'll figure it out. And So Crazy So Be, you need to reach out to us. You're a winner. You do need to pay for shipping. But, oh my God. Paula, I forgot to put your rulers in the, oh, the box is here. We'll slip that in there. The box is still.
The square rulers?
Yeah, I have them. I'm so glad your name just popped up because I totally forgot to put your rulers in there. But the box is still here. We call it performing a C-section. I'm going to C-section it and we're going to pop that in.
Hey, instead of taking out. So Crazy So Be, I'm going to go comment on this stuff.
Can you grab, there's square rulers up front. Can you grab it and grab the Sacramento ladies box and pop it in there? So Crazy So Be, you are a winner. If anyone knows who that is, reach out. Hopefully let her know that she won. And let's just talk about some upcoming classes really quickly. Like I said, there's going to be Upgrade 3. That's happening tomorrow. On Friday is Upgrade 1. And things that you're going to do in that class. Oh, thank you. Auto splits, quilt sashing is.
There's only 4 in upgrade 3. We need a couple more bodies.
It will do as long as they're all gonna. As long as you're all gonna be there, we're gonna do that class tomorrow. But we need all 4 of you there. Just because it is an all-day class. Michelle's in that class. I think it's like 5.5 hours, including lunch. This is auto split quilt sashing. I know it's gonna be a little bit hard to see here. Can you see that? But auto split quilt sashing is that feature where you put in your measurements across and down, and then the machine will automatically figure out how many, your different designs and connecting them. So I know it's hard to see on here because that's the design I use, but that's going to be the main part of what you do in Upgrade 1, but there's lots of other things that you do in Upgrade 1 too. They'll be included some of the couching designs, the specialty stitches. We bring in a design. I think we use the snowman, and then we do quilting around it. So it's a fantastic class. So if you have Upgrade 1 and you haven't been using it to your full to its full potential, that's going to be on Friday. Suzanne teaches that class. If you've taken the accessory class, she teaches that as well. She's fantastic. So that's going to be on Friday. You do have to just prepare like a little panel. Yes, Patrick.
Can you just show a couple of samples? That's Dana's print.
Oh, nice!
Brother fabric and some commercially available fabrics.
Which one's the brother one?
The brother is the shiny one.
Is this the brother one?
No.
This is the brother
This is
one.
brother.
Oh,
This
okay.
This is from
so,
Joann's, and then this is
This one-
polyester.
so this is from. So Dana got the printer.
This is Joann's.
Dana, she got the printer last week. I was like, I can't wait to see what you do with it because Dana is a doer. So of course she brought in some amazing samples, and this is just a picture. And is this stuff that you were able to do on Art Sparrow, like the
Yes.
added in? So this is this is the brother fabric. So it comes with a roll of this when you get that. And here is also, it's just the same picture, and it is printed on 3 different fabrics. But think about what you can do with this and how you're going to be able to customize stuff. What if you were a bag maker? I was talking to Asuli about this, and she's like dying to get the printer to print her own fabric for bags. Like, how amazing would that be? How customizable would it be? But isn't this absolutely fantastic? So this is printed, and now you can sew with it. And now you can incorporate this into any of your projects. It's just fantastic. I absolutely love it. So cool. Back to classes. You are going to also next week, there is a Stellar Altair sewing class. So if you've been waiting for one of those, if you got your machine from us, we don't do those all the time, but the Altair and Stellar sewing is going to be next week. The embroidery is going to be the day after that. So sewing on Tuesday, embroidery on Wednesday. That's the Stellar, Altair, XE1, XJ1, the Meridian. All of those can be included. On the
doesn't sew.
Oh, for the sewing, yeah. The Meridian doesn't sew. So if you're embroidery only, you're not going to be able to do the sewing class, of course, but you'll be able to do the embroidery class. On the 31st is going to be an IQ designer class. That's for the Luminaire and the Solaris, and those are different than the other, those are different than the other machines, so we keep this Solaris and the Luminaire together for that. And we are doing another repeat of Get to Know Your Scan and Cut because there were some issues with somebody who will remain unnamed, me, sending out some of those kits. So we have another Get to Know Your Scan and Cut class, which is going to be Friday the 1st. So get signed up for that if you want to do your scan and cut. That class is going to be really important because Michelle has a big, amazing class that's going to be Art Spira. And is that linking and scan and cut, Michelle?
It's going to be my connection with either the Luminaire and the Stellar, the relationship. It's going to be
Scan and Cut. It's going to be Art Spira. It's going to be Art Spira sending designs. It's going to be Art Spira sending images to the printer. It's going to be Art Spira sending to Scan and Cut.
So
Art Spira is the only way they can get prints.
So she's going to show you how Art Spira integrates.
And
and
printer.
and she's going to be
whatever they want, but it's got to go into Art Spira first.
Come have a seat because I have questions for you. and the class is still in the works. So let's have a little Q&A about that. So so Michelle's going to be doing an Art Spira class. A lot of you that have either like the 10 needles where I saw it the first time.
My connection is there. Art Spira is there. My connections with the Stellaire and the Luminaire. But Art Spira also works with any wireless Brother machine.
Which would be even like one of the 5x7s.
Exactly.
The
all the way
blue
down. Art Spira works all the way down the line. The designs that are in Art Spira, the embroidery designs, are free with Art Spira. You send them directly to the machine. They are not downloadable, so you must send them to a Brother machine. And as far as the connection with the printer, I actually connected this morning. It was quite easy. All I had to do was put the printer on the internet, log in on the printer, open up Art Spira. It's like, hey, I found that printer. Do you want me to connect? So now, and it's like the connection, which I think is cool. I was worried that it wasn't going to work this way. The connection with the printer is very cool because as long as it's your Art Spira app, it's like going to your neighbors and still playing with your Scan and Cut at your neighbors. It connects to your neighbor's Wi-Fi, but comes back and connects to your home Wi-Fi. It's the same with the printer. The printer can connect to anybody's Art Spira account.
So who would this be a good class for?
Anybody that has the first one is going to be for the.
Are you doing different classes?
Well, yeah, because you can't put I can't do the My Connection with all of the other machines that don't have My Connection.
So what's the first class?
First one's going to be Stellaire, Luminaire, and if you have a multi-needle that has My Connection, I don't think it's on. I think Art Spira is there. I'm not sure if My Connection is because I haven't seen it on I haven't seen a current Brother 10 needle. So if you have in your machine settings a little on your upgrade page that says My Connection, then that class is going to be for you. It's going to be just the relationship between My Connection, the Scan and Cut, cutting appliques, sending them back and forth. And then we're going to add in the Art Spira app at the end where we can take designs, we can send them directly to the machine, we can send cutting files directly to the Scan and Cut. They're all working and talking and chatting nicely together.
So
having a party.
Just so I understand, because it was a lot that just came out. The first class is going to be
My Connection, Scan and Cut.
My Connection, Scan and Cut.
So it has to be a machine that has My Connection.
Okay, and My Connection's going to be only on
Luminaire, Stellaire. I think it might be on the 1055X, but I haven't seen a 1055X screen. But if you open up your machine settings and on the same page that you see
I can check
your upgrades,
and I can bring
if
my
you see,
machine in.
I would have two other machines, so it really wouldn't be an issue. But if you see My Connection, the first class is going to be for you.
Okay, so if they don't have a Scan and Cut, should they even bother taking this class?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
no.
So this is going to be for people that have a Scan and Cut, Luminaire, Stellaire, and possibly the 10 needle, the 1055X, as well as just Art Spira.
Our 330D Scan and Cut or 325 Scan and Cut.
Okay, and you have to have the 330D, and this will be all, because I know this is a lot of information. I was super confused just now. So it's a lot of information, but it'll be an introduction. Could there be just a general, just walk you through Art Spira?
Yes, I can do that. I can do that as well. Just work you through Art Spira, because once you go through Art Spira, you don't really even need Scan and Cut Canvas to have Art Spira. So it's kind of a little program that functions on its own. It has some really cool features in that there's a magazine that comes out about every 2 weeks. In that little Art Spira magazine is usually 6 new projects. It includes the designs. It includes the embroidery designs, the cutting files. Yeah, we'll do a general art Spira class
So
as well.
there'll be a general art Spira class, and that'll be who could take a general art Spira
Anybody
class?
that has a scan and cut or a wireless brother machine, because Art Spira sends directly to the machine.
Okay.
Ask me about that.
Okay, or wireless. Okay, so look for those two classes, the Art Spira, the general class, and then there's going to be one that links in the whole My Connection class that Michelle's going to be working on. Lynn asked if there's going to be anything. What if they have the scan and cut, but they don't have, but they have a Solaris?
So I want to be really clear with this one. So pull up your chairs, ladies and gents, and listen. If you have Art Spira and you have a 330 or 325 scan and cut, you can use the cutting files. If you have a printer, you can use the printing files. You cannot use the embroidery files because they will not go to a baby lock machine, and there's no way to download the designs off of Art Spira.
Okay, so Art Spira
It's
has
definitely-
cut files in it that you're going to be
Yeah,
able to use.
the cut files you
but
can
not
use on
the
your scan and
embroidery.
cut, but none of the embroidery. So it's partial.
Partial. That's perfect. So there's going to be some partial things that you can do with, if you have everything, you're going to be able to do everything. It just kind of loops in all
Yeah,
together.
it's so cool how everything works together. You're like, oh, they're having lunch, they're having a nice chat, and it's like the Art Spira sending here, and the scan and cut's cutting, and you're starting your applique on your machine, and everything's ready to go. So it's really pretty cool how it all works together.
If you don't have all the different parts to integrate, then you can still partially do things. So,
So those of you that are sitting on the fence about getting a 330, I have to tell you that within the Art Spira app, you can link two scan and cut models. So I have two scan and cuts that are linked, my 230 and my 330, and so you can send to either or on those machines.
And Lynn, your Solaris is an absolutely wonderful machine.
Absolutely.
And like, you know, I don't think as dealers that we understood where like they don't tell us, you know, 5 years down the road, 3 years down the road, this is what's going to be coming out. So we didn't know. Like we didn't know as it's rolling out, you know, Michelle's putting together these classes and integrating them. So I don't want you to feel bad about it. We'll try to integrate as much as we can so you can utilize the machines.
So
that
to
you
answer
have.
some of the questions, NorQual Quilter, yes, this is a brother thing. But as I said previously, you can link a 330 or 325 model scan and cut with Art Spira, and you can use your scan and cut, and you can use Art Spira. You can link that same Art Spira app to a printer, and you can upload your own digital prints. So you can buy digital fabric prints. My friend Jen has been playing with just some plain scrapbooking paper stuff like that, but it has to go through Art Spira before you can send it to the printer. As far as any of the embroidery designs that are free or on the Art Spira app, that would be the part that you could not use. Those will only transfer to a brother machine, and there's no way to download them off of Art Spira. There's no download button. So, but if you have a friend that has, a brother machine, maybe you guys can talk and Rolo, the email it has nothing to do with the email. The Art Spira app is the Art Spira app. It's not linked to an email. It's whatever your account is there. So it's looking for the app, not an email. You have 4 machines. I'm not sure that you can hook all 4 of them to My Connection, because usually it's one connection code of scan and cut to one machine. That would be a question I can reach out, because I thought the same thing. Scan and cuts and Art Spira, you can link all you want, but as far as the My Connection code, it's one code, one scan and cut. Because when we sold our machine last time, I had to reach out to Brother for a new connection code for the scan and cut. So I'm not sure on that. I can put that question out there though.
Yeah, Cindy, well, at least from here on out, I mean, I've got a 230 as well, so I don't even have the one that has wireless. So I totally understand what you're saying. from here on out, those machines should remain
have-
wireless, and they're going to work with
you have-
everything. And just
You have
it's-
wireless. You don't have my connection.
I
They're
don't
two
have my
separate
connection.
things.
I don't
Yeah.
have. See, I don't even know the terminology. That's why we have Michelle. So, but you know, it's technology, and technology changes, and it goes so fast, and you know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
right.
we're gonna get going. We have a big day, but get signed up for those classes. We're gonna be reaching out to those people that are in tomorrow's class just to make sure we have a full enough class. If not, we will probably push that out for a couple of weeks. And have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
What do you think of